Thought the pain would bury me. Look what the pain made me. I lost almost everything I had, but losing everything couldn't take me. I cried when nobody could see, then built a man from every scar. If you knew what it cost to become me, you'd understand why I came this far. I remember nights when the room felt cold, staring at the ceiling with a heart full of holes. Phone on silent, nobody calling my name, and every unanswered message felt exactly the same. I was fighting battles I couldn't explain, smiling in public while drowning in pain. People saw the face, but they never saw the fight. Never saw me breaking down alone at night. I had dreams in my chest, but doubt in my head. Counting all the promises people never kept. I gave everybody pieces they never deserved, and wondered why I had nothing left when it hurt. I learned something painful when the money got low, when the friends disappeared and the pressure got close, when the people who said I'm with you were gone. Sometimes your darkest night is where your strength is born. I don't hate anybody who walked out my life. Some exits were necessary for me to survive, because I would've stayed where I wasn't respected, just because leaving men admitting I was neglected. So I stopped begging people to understand me, stopped explaining every scar on my family, stopped chasing approval from people who changed, and started rebuilding everything that they damaged. Every loss put another brick in the wall. Every failure taught me how to stand when I fall. Every no put fire underneath my feet. Now I'm walking through the ashes like they built me a street. You wanna know the difference between me and before? Pain made me ask, why me? Now I ask, what is this pain trying to make me? Look what the pain made me. Look what the nights gave me. Look what surviving every person who betrayed me finally gave me. Finally gave me. Oh, I was down, but I wasn't finished. I was lost, but I kept my vision. They saw a broken man. I saw a future they couldn't picture. They couldn't picture. Oh, look what the pain made me. Look what the tears created. I thought my life was ending. Turns out my old life just faded. I remember being tired of being strong, tired of pretending nothing was wrong, tired of saying I'm good when I wasn't okay, tired of watching my best years disappear in the days. Everybody wants the victory, nobody asks about the cost. Everybody celebrates the comeback, nobody counts what you lost. Lord, they don't know about the nights you couldn't sleep, don't know about the promises you couldn't keep, don't know how many times you almost gave in, don't know how hard it was just to begin again. I had people close enough to know my heart, still choose the knife when they knew where to cut. I gave them trust, they gave me reasons. I gave them love, they gave me seasons. And maybe that's what finally woke me up. You can't pour from a soul that's already running out. You can save everybody while you're drowning yourself. You can't keep losing you just to keep somebody else. So I started saying no without feeling guilty, started protecting the person I used to pity, started looking in the mirror like, you're still here, don't you dare quit. I stopped measuring my worth by who stayed, stopped calling rejection a permanent fate, stopped thinking a setback then I wasn't enough. Because sometimes life gets rough right before it gets tough. And here's the part nobody tells you. Some people didn't break your heart, they revealed what you needed to rebuild it. That's why I don't regret every goodbye. Some goodbyes saved my life. Look what the pain made me. Look what the scars gave me. Look what the people who abandoned me accidentally created. Accidentally created. I was down, but I wasn't finished. I was hurt, but I kept my vision. They thought they buried me. I was planting something underneath it. Look what the pain made me. Look what the tears created. I thought my life was ending. Turns out my old life just faded. I'm different, and I know they see it. I don't need to prove it just because they don't believe it. I don't need applause for the work I survived. I know what it took just to stay alive. Not talking about breathing, I'm talking about hope, the kind you almost lose when you're learning to cope, the kind that disappears when the bills pile high. when your dreams feel stupid and your confidence dies. I had days when I questioned my purpose, days when getting out of bed felt worthless, days when the mirror looked back like a stranger, days when my own reflection felt like a failure. But failure ain't a grave, it's a classroom with scars, and sometimes you need darkness just to recognize stars. I stopped asking for an easier road, started asking for shoulders strong enough for the load. Stopped praying for pain to disappear, started praying for courage to face it without fear. Because pain didn't make me weak, it introduced me to strength and taught me who I was when nobody was left. It taught me discipline when motivation died, taught me patience when the answer took time, taught me silence when explaining was useless, taught me that healing ain't always beautiful. Sometimes healing looks like leaving, sometimes healing looks like grieving, sometimes healing looks like sitting alone and finally admitting you don't know where you're going, but you keep walking. That's the difference. You don't need the whole road, you just need enough courage to take the next step. I used to think I needed somebody to save me. Then I realized I had been waiting for a hero while ignoring the survivor in my own mirror. Look what the pain made me, look what the pressure gave me, look what the years I thought I wasted actually trained me. I was down, but I wasn't finished. I was broken, but I kept my vision. Every scar became a sentence in the story of my resurrection. Look what the pain made me, look what the tears created. I thought my life was ending. Woo! Turns out my whole life just faded. Now when they see me standing, they don't see the floor, they don't see the nights I couldn't take anymore. They see the result, they don't see the process. They see confidence, they don't see the losses. They see the smile, they don't see the crying. They see me winning, they don't see me trying. But that's okay, I don't need them to know, because the strongest chapters of my life were written when nobody was watching. I learned how to build without an audience, how to dream without approval, how to keep moving without applause, how to turn rejection into fuel. Now every scar on me is evidence, every setback left me intelligence, every betrayal gave me discernment, every failure gave me another version. I don't want the old me back, he survived what he had to survive. But this version knows his value. This version knows that losing people doesn't mean losing yourself. This version knows that being alone doesn't mean being abandoned. This version knows that sometimes God or life or destiny has to remove the wrong people before you can recognize the right direction. So if you're listening right now, and you're sitting in that same darkness, listen carefully. You are not behind, you are not finished, you are not what happened to you. You are what you decide to build after it happened. They can talk about your past, let them. Your past is evidence of what you survived, not permission for anyone to predict your future. Look what the pain made me, look what the scars gave me. Look at the man standing here after everything tried to break me. I lost people, I lost money, I lost time, I lost pieces of myself, but somewhere in that losing I found me. Look what the pain made me, look what the pressure created. The same life I once begged to escape became the life that taught me how to elevate. I was down, but I wasn't finished. I was hurt, but I kept my vision. I walked through hell with nothing but a heartbeat, and somehow that heartbeat became my rhythm. So don't ask me why I'm different, don't ask me why I don't chase everybody anymore. Don't ask me why I stopped explaining myself. You weren't there, you didn't see the nights, you didn't hear the silence, you didn't carry the weight, you didn't watch me lose pieces of myself and still wake up the next morning trying to put them back together. But I did, I was there. And that's why I don't need revenge, I don't need everybody who doubted me to suddenly believe. I don't need the people who left to come back, I just need to remember what I survived. Cause every time life tries to convince me that I'm not strong enough, I look at the scars, I look at the distance, I look at the person I used to be, and I say, you thought the pain was gonna be my ending. Look what the pain made me. They thought the pain would bury me, but look what the pain made me. I lost the people closest to me, still nobody could break me. I had nights I couldn't sleep, had days I couldn't breathe, had 1,000 reasons to give up, but I found one reason to believe. I remember staring at the ceiling, asking God if this was really my life, smiling around everybody, then falling apart when I got home at night. Nobody knew what I carried, nobody knew what I hid. They only saw me getting older, never saw the battles I lived. I gave my heart to people who treated it like something disposable, gave them loyalty and trust, they gave me reasons to become emotional. I showed up when they needed me, but when I needed them, they vanished. Funny how people love your sunshine, but disappear when your sky gets damaged. I used to ask, why did they leave me? Now I ask, why did I beg them to stay? I used to think losing people meant losing myself. Now I know some losses cleared away, some doors closed because I wasn't ready, some bridges burned because I needed distance. Some people walked away from my life and accidentally gave me independence. I was trying to save everybody while my own soul was drowning. I was carrying everybody's problems while my own heart was sounding an alarm. I kept saying I'm okay when I was anything but fine, until I finally realized I was running out of time. So I stopped explaining my pain to people committed to misunderstanding me. Stopped chasing approval from people who never really value me. Stopped calling every goodbye failure, stopped calling every setback the end. Cause sometimes the person you lose is the person you needed to stop pretending for. And yet it hurt, I'm not gonna lie. There were nights I wanted answers, there were mornings I didn't want to try. But pain has a strange way of teaching you what comfort never could. It showed me who I was when nobody believed I would. Every scar became a lesson, every failure became a page. Every betrayal put another fire inside the cage. Every tear that hit the floor became a reason to rise. Every time they counted me out, I came back with a different fire in my eyes. They see the confidence now, but they don't know where it came from. They see me standing tall, but don't know how many times I came undone. They hear me talking about winning, but they weren't there when I was losing. They see the finished product, never saw the rebuilding. I had to become comfortable being alone before I could become comfortable being myself. Had to stop looking for validation and start believing in myself. Had to forgive people who hurt me without giving them access again. Had to understand that forgiveness doesn't mean you have to let them back in. That's when everything changed. I stopped trying to become who they wanted, stopped shrinking myself so somebody else could feel important. I stopped being ashamed of my scars and started wearing them like proof. Because everything that tried to destroy me ended up revealing the truth. The truth is I'm still here. The truth is I didn't fold. The truth is every chapter they thought was finished was only making the story bold. They thought rock bottom was my ending, but rock bottom gave me a foundation. I built myself from nothing and called the rebuilding transformation. So if you're listening right now and you're sitting where I used to sit, if you're smiling for everybody while inside you're sick of this, if somebody broke your heart and made you question your worth, if you're tired of starting over and wondering what your life is worth, don't let what happened to you decide what happens next. You can lose people without losing yourself. You can lose money without losing your purpose. You can lose years without losing your future. You can fall apart and still put yourself together stronger. I know because I did. I became the man I needed when nobody came. I became the voice that told me to keep going when fear called my name. I became my own reminder that the darkest night still ends, and every scar I carry is proof that I survived what could have been the end. So now when somebody asks me why I don't fear losing anymore, I don't have to explain, I just remember the floor. I remember crying, I remember praying, I remember feeling like nobody could hear me. Then I remember getting up when nobody came to save me. That's why I don't hate the pain anymore. I respect what it taught me. It took pieces of who I was and forced me to rebuild completely. It introduced me to strength I never knew I had. It made me stop asking for permission to become everything I am. Yeah. So let them remember the old me. Let them talk about who I used to be. I don't know my past, an apology for becoming somebody different, because I didn't survive all those nights just to stay the same person. And if you ask me what changed, I'll give you the truth nobody told me. The pain didn't destroy